Welcome to Transformations with Tara. This is Tara Sutphen and my co-host and guest, Jason D McKean. And he is the voice of over 1 million Om recordings throughout the world. And he's an incredible tarot wizard, reverend. Those Om recordings out there, they're really fantastic. Anyway, there's Om Indigenous, Om Serenity, Eternal Om Eternity, Om Sanctuary, Om Beats. Yeah, I try to remember the whole. It's great. It's
and that last one, right? The Om.
Oh well, there's
Shiva.
108 sacred Oms, and then there's Shiva, Shakti, Namaha. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Tara. Thank you.
Here on Christmas, well, near Christmas.
Almost there. Right. Almost happy pre-Christmas to you. Thanks for having me on Transformations today.
Yes, it's great. It's great to always have you. And we're going to give a little Christmas cheer. We thought we'd do a little tarot, but do, some fun things and just kind of, chat it up.
Right. What says Christmas more than tarot, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like most of the world wants to just place it around Halloween. And it's like no, tarot is year round and absolutely can be, oh my god, it's definitely part of the new year, all the where people are wanting to make resolutions for themselves and all, just but being able to just look at the holiday and navigating the holiday in a good way. It's like you think that adults that they have expectations of the holiday like kids do.
Of course, I think that's why we get kind of into our groove of like maybe there's not enough happening for us, or maybe there's too much happening, or we're giving too much, where it's become commercialism. We're in this consumerism, commercialism, sometimes a little bit too much. Mm-hmm. I heard of a really great story where somebody was going back to visit their parents for Christmas, and they're all sitting around the house and they all bought a book and they're all reading together. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to do that for New Year's.
Was it the same book or?
And I'm just going to read over New Year's. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna miss that party. It's just like, hold on. Instead of like, pouring the champagne and all, I'm just gonna read.
Right. But it's on how you create your reality and what you want to do. Yeah, for me, I need a rest from probably eating cookies and eating,
I just got a package yesterday from my mom.
Yeah, my mom, I ate all her cookies. She has them like sitting out. Our mom. So our mom. So anyway, I was up there for a week, and I just reach from the table onto the, partition there and
the counter. You're like,
reach for
more.
Right. And they were like, and it wasn't like there's just one kind of cookies. I think there was like 6 kind of cookies.
Yeah, I got my cookies yesterday.
Whatever I'm in the mood for.
Yeah, it's like the coffee ones, the ones that are coffee with the chocolate and the white chocolate on them. Those are delicious.
Yeah. Well, she made those special because those weren't there when I was there. So she's made those since.
Well, it's because I'm her most special favorite one.
Oh, I am. We have this whole thing.
Yeah.
Our mom.
No, it's I think she probably made them for her special friend Jeannie, actually. And I think Jeannie got the vast majority of them.
Yeah, who's our sister by proxy. We just say we adopted her. We love her.
Yeah, I think she got the vast majority of the coffee flavored cookies and I got the crumbs of them.
Oh,
Just like, well, we'll give you one,
poor little
two.
thing. Yeah.
But they are so good, so delicious. That's like I think a part of Christmas that it feels like it's Christmas when there are like things like that. Because I don't need a tree. I don't need like I like lights and I like y- you know uh I mean even the dinners don't have to be like a traditional with the cookies. They're a must.
That's what Cheyenne says. Christmas is grandma's cookies, period.
Yeah. Well, I agree with Cheyenne. For
Right,
once.
right.
No,
And one year when grandma lived in Alaska, she what happened was she sent cookies down, and Hunter and Cheyenne, there might have been like 7 and 5. Anyway, the dog ate the cookies out of the box, ate it, ate them all.
wow.
Boy, that dog was toast after that. He was on, I mean, they told him every time they saw him, you ate grandma's cookies. We look forward to those. No, yeah, he didn't know. He was just happy to have all of grandma's cookies.
Well, yeah. Sounds like one of those children's books,
I had
the
mom like,
naughty dog that ate all of grandma's Christmas cookies.
yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, I mean, we still hear about that one. Yeah, the dog ate grandma's Christmas cookies.
Was that Scuttle?
I think so. I think it was our littler dog. Yeah, it wasn't our big dog. It was our littler dog. Yeah.
Oh, those little dogs. They're something
Yeah,
else.
he was a half Jack Russell Terrier dog, and he was just a wild guy. He would love to jump on the trampoline, jump with kids, and he was their best friend. But he would walk the fences, and every day, the horse corrals were dog proof, and he would still walk. He would get up, and he would be in the horse corral every day. But what he would do with one horse that I had, he would lick her forehead. Just that was their thing. And she put her head down. He would just lick and lick and lick and pet her and groom her forehead, and they were best pals.
So that's while he's standing on the fence.
No, he was jumped into the corral by that time, and
I see.
they were just big pals. They were huge pals. And then Hokan, my big white Samoyed, he was pals with Lyrica, and they for years, God, they were just pals, and they did everything together.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were inseparable. I mean, bark, if Hokan needed to bark at something, Lyrica was right there with him. But at that time, the corral, he was a big dog, so I didn't, wasn't fenced. There were corrals that were not fenced for dogs, I didn't have any little dogs at that point.
Right.
Yeah. And then came Bentley. And Bentley, then I had another ranch, and that ranch had dog-proof fences. And the horses would be running like crazy on the acreage. And guess who'd be running out there with them? Oh, it was awful. Awful. Me screaming.
So Bentley was able to get into
Even though it was
corrals.
Yeah, he'd find some way to squeeze through. I mean, he just loved them so much. And so for who knows what happened in their brains, they decided he was fine and didn't try to hurt him at all. Oh, because he was awful. Outside the fence, they would put their nose kind of toward him, and he'd always snap at them. So it wasn't like, he was a, cuddly dog like Scuttle was. He was, no.
It wasn't like licking their foreheads and all.
No, but they knew he was my precious little peanut out there running with them. And so they made sure they didn't kill him. Yeah, because it was going to be their heads. They killed
Right. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's
Oh,
like,
but it is fun.
where did this conversation like take that turn into
The
like,
box of the Christmas cookies.
oh yeah, the Christmas cookies.
Christmas cookies, the dog. And then we got, yeah, for the, that he was, we couldn't keep him away from anything.
Right. So with like your own is Christmas one of your favorite holidays?
I like all the holidays.
And do you
big on
celebrate
holidays.
Christmas or Yule or?
We celebrated Yule. See, I mean, I'm not big on all the holidays. So we celebrated Yule. This has been a very festive month. Maybe that's why I want to read around the New Year's, because, I was called in October and asked if I would be in Northern California for my birthday, because my nieces wanted to celebrate their mom and my birthday together and have a Lord of the Rings party. And so it was like, oh, of course, I'll make it. I was in Florida at the time, but yeah, of course I'll make it. So with that, I've already been gone most of December. I was all gone all of November, most of December. So now I'm back home and having the holidays. Yeah, and it's gonna be great.
It looks like we all had fun there at the Lord of the Rings party.
Well, yeah, you weren't there. Our Kendall.
I was there.
What the heck is he thinking?
I was there. I saw
No,
pictures of myself.
he sent a bunch of pictures of himself. No, it's not the same thing, Jason.
It's being there in spirit.
But Jason had been there a week before, so he's there.
It's like my residue was still there.
Still there. But a Lord of the Rings party. Yeah. What in the heck are you not showing up for?
Right.
So
I know. It's like it's a natural, right?
we already know what our next party is, but I'm not gonna tell anybody. We said, oh, let's do that for Mom's birthday. She'll want to kill us. But at least we're having fun. And fun as a family. This is what the important thing is, we don't get together with them all at Christmas time, but the rest of the year we see each other. It's all pretty good.
It's the fun. That's the point of parties too, is to have fun and it's to make merry.
Yeah.
Especially those winter parties when it's cold outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in California, it's not cold like it is in other parts of the US or the world, the northern half of the world anyway.
Oh yeah, I know it's very cold this week. Even in the southern half of the United States, it's very cold this week.
Right. Well, I was thinking like south of the equator, where it's like summer.
Yeah, summer. Yeah, well, it is. It's the height of summer.
Yeah. But with Yule, what you celebrated it on the equinox, on the solstice?
Solstice. So yeah, Yule is, we went from complete darkness, of the shortest day of the year to now we gain light every day. Even though it's winter time, we gain light, but it will be, until March 21st when it becomes the equinox, spring equinox.
All right. And
There's
how
magical things that happen in the world, I have to say.
there are magical things?
Yeah, Newgrange, they have, if you've ever been to Newgrange in Ireland, it's an old Druid kind of tomb. It's a very, there's like 3 little areas once you get in it. And it has this little window on the entrance, and you serpentine in. So it's not a straight line. There's no straight line. It's a whole like thing to go in, right?
Like a labyrinth, or is it just?
Not a labyrinth, but it's very you're going in, right?
Mhm.
And I've been there several times. And you guys might have seen where I'm laying there in New Grange, yeah, on like an altar area. Anyway, so for pictures back in the day, it was fun. Anyway, so the thing is it lights the chambers. If the sun is shining in Ireland, which, you know, it doesn't shine that often, but if the sun is shining, and people get these tickets, I think like super years in advance. So I don't even know if you can get in on December 21st.
Right.
But it is, if the sun is shining and the 21st, it comes in and it lights the chambers. And it's incredible. It's really super incredible. So,
But only on the 21st, only on the solstice.
on the solstice. Yeah. So it's pretty magnificent. Yeah, and it was locked up for many, many years. It became a superstition that it was, you know, kind of like magic and scary. And so I don't know the dates, but I know that it was locked up for many, like 100 years or something, maybe 500 years. I don't know. But anyway, long time. Yeah, the Druids, you know, those magical Druids.
Oh, so with Yule, did you you know, prepare some kind of like special feast, or do
Well,
any
yeah.
ritualistic?
Cheyenne and I thought about cooking, but we actually went out for a really special dinner, and it was just the food was delicious.
Mhm.
And then we came home, and we wanted to be together. We thought, well, we could do a party, but we decided we're doing so much over the days here.
Yeah.
We thought, no, we're going to go and go to dinner, and then we're going to come home, and we were going to light a bonfire, but it was a little windy. So we decided, you know, best not in the wind in California. So we opted for the fireplace. So we lit the fireplace, got out my Christmas dishes, and we had cookies, mom's cookies, and tea, and we had bedtime tea with vanilla ripple in it.
Wait a sec. Ripple.
Chamomile tea and ripple.
Wait a sec. I mean, I think we've had this conversation before or something, but Ripple is really cheap wine that
right,
bums would drink,
right.
like, you know,
Right. That's
back in the day.
Yeah, no, Ripple.
Just want to clarify that for
It's a vegan milk. Yeah, you're right. Ripple was in where I don't know, 70s. Isn't that what they called?
Yeah.
Ripple?
Yeah.
An actual brand.
It's definitely screw top, you know, cheap wine that, you know, did not have a really great reputation for being a fine drink for a connoisseur of fine wines. You know, it's like it's a Ripple. Yeah, I remember having that conversation, but glad you clarified that. So that it's a vegan creamer.
Yeah, so you know, you know, I don't really drink very much, so like it all. Anyway, so
well, it's except for Ripple.
Maybe like twice a year. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, and you know, it's fine. But yeah, so I like tea and herbal teas. And so the thing is that, yeah, we drink tea, and yeah, all my kids drink tea anyway. And you know, because grandma and grandpa had tea every day at their house at 4:00. Our great grandparents. We knew the whole family because everybody come over for tea. because every day their house was open at 4 o'clock for tea. So,
I remember doing a Yule celebration where we would write down a, a wish, I guess, for ourselves for the coming year, and then tie it to the tree.
oh yeah, that's a nice, that is really beautiful. That is, and I've had a lot of solstice celebrations over the years. Yeah, and so we cook a lot of really favorite beautiful foods, which we are going to do for Christmas. You know, Chef Cheyenne's in the house, so you know our Christmas is going to be incredible.
Yeah, I'm
Makes
you
like
know,
deviled eggs taste like magnificence, like what she do. Yeah, everything she touches. Like,
counting on that. Like Chef Cheyenne, like getting to work.
yeah. Lunch, it's effortless for her. It's like, oh no, you have to like, it has to cook to this, Mom. You can't move it. You know, she has everything like precise.
Yeah, it's I mean she's a master at it, you know.
Yeah.
Just and also, you know, just she is steeped in all of the traditions, you know. And so it's like really looking forward to
Mhm.
that happening in a couple days.
Yeah, and they all fight for her, all these restaurants all around Los Angeles, because they want her. And she won't do it. She only does events and special catering. But works as sous chefs for huge chefs around town. Wolfgang Puck events, you name it. She was at the Elton John retirement party. She's
Elton John retired?
well, he says he is, yeah.
Oh, he says he is.
Well, to where there was a big party for it, yeah. So there's a goodbye tour. I mean, like he's trying to say goodbye to everybody, but you know, it's tough to retire. You know, but I'm sure the road, you know, it takes its toll.
I remember when the Rolling Stones retired in 1980.
Did they?
Well, that was their last concert tour. You know, 42 years ago, and they're still like
They're
playing.
still, yeah, they're rocking.
So he's going to come out of retirement.
Well, you never know.
No, he is. That is my
Well, I
prediction.
mean, it's very, you know, if it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
Right? If you've been doing it for like, you know, your whole life,
Mhm.
how do you retire from something that you've been doing your whole life? I mean, it's called death, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But it's like, you know, if it's baked in, it's like, I mean, maybe the big tours and all that, you know, may not have the same appeal.
Mhm. Right. I used to live with somebody who used to call themselves a homebody. They were the travelingest person I ever knew. I was like, are you kidding? You really think that of yourself?
That they were a homebody.
Yeah, they were a homebody. You were the least homebody person I've ever had in my entire life. Right.
Yeah, I would say that, you know, I mean, do you consider yourself to be a homebody? Because
No,
you're on the road a lot.
I'm on the road so much more than anyone else that I know. So no, I'm not a homebody. I mean, I love my home. See, and that's the thing. You know, I can admit it. I really, really love my house. But am I a homebody? No. I have a great team. I have great teams to take care of my animals. That's what I have.
Yeah, I would consider myself to be more of a homebody, you know, like because and especially, you know, because I do all the online work,
Mhm.
you know, it's like I can teach in Japan, you know, from my home.
Right. And you were the, you know, behind the curtains wizard before you were a wizard. You
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
doing all the artwork, doing, you know, posting a book, creating books and articles and websites. And, you know, Jason was a production specialist to the highest order, really. Now you're in front of the camera, and I'm really happy about that, Jason. But you're still probably at heart a bit introverted, and come on out of your shell, honey.
I think that, you know, it's like I've had the opportunity to do a lot of creating too in the last couple of years, like with just I've been, you know, helping friends and clients, you know, create their own books and stuff like that. And so I've been kind of back in that realm of doing some production and all that. But it inspires me. Like I'm almost done with my second book. You know, I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel there. And it's you know, it feeds a creative source, you know, within me to like you know, be but you know, to then, you know, it's like once you like write a book or so, it's like getting out there. And so maybe it's this cycle of, you know, where you're you know, on you know, getting something done, and then it's done, and then you go out into the world again. And I've got like classes and events and stuff coming up in Bakersfield and in other parts of LA, where I'm going to be doing live events, and also it's like, you know, it all feeds that source, I think.
So you're gonna go do stuff in Bakersfield?
Yeah, there's like a fair,
Mhm.
like a psychic fair, like a smaller that they have in summer, but I was asked to read upcoming, and in January. I don't know all the specifics yet, but yeah, it's
I know you
it,
love that Bakersfield crew.
oh, absolutely. It's like a really wonderful community in Bakersfield. And you know, it's just through the years of the pandemic and all that, it's like, you know, just being able to stay in touch with everyone, and all through the magic of Zoom and the internet. It's like really wonderful. So uh,
That's
you know,
where I wouldn't call you like a homebody necessarily. I mean, you have so many people you are in touch with every day
right. Yeah. I mean,
around
it's,
the world. Jason does all sorts of stuff in Japan.
yeah, we you know, just did private readings not too long ago in Japan. We've got classes that are gearing up starting in January, where there's a number of students, and it's really it's starting to get, you know, where the students are more serious. They're actually going out and they're finding clients, you know, reading at stores, and you know, inhabiting that identity of being a tarot reader. It's like uh it's really quite wonderful to see, and you know, to be a part of that. That's that's really exciting for me. I mean, speaking of tarot, do you want to read a card for either this holiday or
Right. I chose this card this morning. Party. It's time to party, everybody.
is it the Four of Wands?
Yeah. What do you get out of Four of Wands, Jace?
The Four of Wands is I mean, it's a definitely where one is um you know, creating union with others. um and I like to see it as where, you know, we also take a look back, like we kind of reach a little plateau within ourselves, and we're able to look back and see how much progress we've made, how much we have how much growth has taken place, and and sometimes we have to be the one who says good job, you know, older. And you know, because not everyone around us will necessarily see it. You know, they can be kind of in their own bubbles and all that. And so we give ourselves some self congratulation, and then we keep moving. We don't just, you know, rest on our laurels, but we can take time to, you know, have a celebration of that, and to, you know, celebrate our progress, and then
Right. Yeah, I think of it as a card of, you know, being solid, that you go forward because it's progress.
mhm,
Alon's cards are usually forward. And so you're making progress with everyone. Here you have 4 people dancing around and coming together and holding hands. And you think, wow, you know, it's such a beautiful, uh, you know, union card.
mhm.
So, and it's festive. It's very festive. But it's like healing has taken place, and help in time of need has already happened, or you feel at a place where now it's time to kind of rest, and it's more sincere. There's a sincerity that comes with this card. You're a little more sincere and authentic with everyone around you, and you reach out instead of, you know, your love. And to have love, you have to be love. To have friendship, you have to be the friend. To just taking a step forward. This is reminding everyone, just take a step forward, say the right thing at the right time. You know, even if you are a little bit shy, or if you're not feeling like you know what to say, ask a question or start a conversation and share yourself, because it's important just to, and know when to ask questions.
Yeah, taking you know, a step forward, right,
Yeah.
can seem daunting, that first step, but you know, once you make it, it's like, then you can kind of follow where the energy is taking you, you know,
Well,
for
you know, yeah, doesn't everybody have that where they, I don't know anybody in the room. I don't think I can be here. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, why did you ever think that for a moment? You know, you meet people and it's like graceful and incredible.
yeah, yeah. And if, you know, most people are thinking that, that, you know, it's like, oh my God, you know, I don't know anyone here. It's like, then that can equalize it too, where it's like, well, let's, you know, I'm willing to take that first step
Right.
of just, you know, breaking the ice. And you know, if one is at a party or something, like, go to where the food is,
Yeah.
and start there.
And talk about it. If nothing else. I mean, we're always talking about food around here. It's
Yeah.
Chef Cheyenne.
Yeah, bring up the good things, don't complain, don't say, oh my God, this is terrible, this layout, you know. It's like,
Not like that. Yeah, that doesn't bode well.
this look
I made everything. Yeah, you're
crap.
gonna be talking to the wrong person then. Yeah, you know, you're definitely gonna put your foot in your mouth.
Uh, it's like, where are my mother's cookies? That's
Right?
what I want to be eating here at this
Well,
holiday
you should have
party.
brought them. Yeah, but no, you ate them all.
Uh,
You gonna bring some tomorrow?
either that, or you,
Trash. Yeah.
or,
Or I meant Christmas. Hmm.
yeah, I mean, if I show up tomorrow, you're going to be upset.
Well, no one will be here, but you can. The dog
So, so I have a card. I'll pull it from my festive Christmas
bag.
uh, card bag. Actually, I haven't pulled a card yet. I have the cards. Oh, but
Yeah,
this
I
is
was like so happy. I right away. Oh, that's the card. Yeah.
so I have the 5 of wands. You pulled the 4.
And you got the 5.
And 5, and it's like the 5 is either about cooperation or
That's a
that
gift.
other word, uh, where everyone's at odds. What is that word?
Well,
It's in my new book, and
yeah.
cooperation, right? Which is taking place here. These 5 individuals, right, are all aiming their wands towards a higher goal. Landing stones
Well,
at the bottom.
yeah, people sometimes mean well. You go to the family dinners and you think, oh, well, I'm gonna really try to make an effort to talk to so and so because I ignore them because I don't like their personality, or I'm at odds with them most of the year or for the last 20 years or whatever. And the thing is that it's best sometimes to not think that you're lost or you're better than. It's just asking a few questions and letting them speak and actually listening to them, because sometimes people don't kind of make sense and you go ahead and just let them say what they need to. For me, I usually do a little sentinel work, but that's me. Oh, this person needs sentinels. I'm going to ask the archangels to go in to have a little, sweet time with someone. Try to guide them into, making their life better.
Right. Yeah. It's like the other word was competition.
The intention. It's always just the intention. It's just meaning well for people.
Sure.
But
So
thinking I need to counsel them right at the dinner table.
So cooperation or competition. We can either do both with people, right? And competing with someone is when we're trying to one up. When we're trying to, like at the dinner table, win an argument, or it's like, and especially at the holidays when people, family, coming together, the cooperation is just like kind of seeing the holiday as a great opportunity just to come and break bread, to kind of reconnect, to rebond with friends and family, and not get into the just that having to fight or just one up one another. So what I love about this deck is that it shows that higher ideal that everyone is pointing towards, that they're focusing on, which is just seeing the bigger picture of why one gets together in a form of celebration anyway, is to celebrate and find the good.
Yeah.
To be the good in
Yeah.
the good.
Yeah.
While the goodness is really good.
And you know what they say about marijuana and beer, or drinking.
Wait a sec, who's saying this? Is this your friends that are saying
I
this?
say this, my friends, my
Is
great
this why you're like, drinking your Ripple, going, yeah, let's talk about marijuana and beer?
protein Ripple. Yeah. Anyway.
No, what do they say about marijuana and beer?
Yeah. Well, they say that, if you want to have a fight, you drink beer or you drink alcohol. And if you want to form a band, you smoke marijuana. So have everybody have some nice CBD candies.
Right.
Candies.
If our mom is listening, it's like, I wasn't in a band because I was high all the time. because I loved music.
Well, that end probably you were.
No,
No. Oh no, we were there with Scott. So it was always, well, Tara, yeah. So yeah, she's already, yeah, mom. Yeah. Remember, I'm your favorite. Like I was not
hey, no competition. It's not a competition. Mom loves us all equally. Just some a little bit more equally. Remember, I got the coffee cookies.
I know. Yeah, I got an awful lot of cookies that I don't really.
I'm sure you got like a lot of cookies.
Oh, I
If
got
they
a
were
lot.
just there on the counters piled high.
Reach. It was terrible. I was like, my God, get those out of my reach. Right. Yeah, it was great. It was great though. And we didn't eat too much cake. Actually the birthday cakes, they were specially made by Shannon, and everybody ate a piece and the party, and then none left. Perfect.
I saw one that was ring shaped, since it was a Lord of the Rings themed party,
Right.
right? And
was
the other
so
one,
crumbled a bit. Yeah. And the other one was same cake, I think. It was a plateau cake. Yeah, they were delicious.
all right. Now I'm hearing that it's like well, how come you weren't there to enjoy those cakes, Gandalf?
Yeah, Gandalf. Yeah, and then Scott and I watched the movie, the first one, before we went to the party.
Was it the extended 4-hour version?
No, we didn't watch that. Is there an extended 4-hour version? I didn't know.
There's, yeah.
For the first one?
No, all of them have extended
oh.
4-hour. You should have watched all 12 hours before going to the party.
Oh my God, we should have started the day before. Well, we'll do that next time we have one, because we have all the gear now. We're gonna have to, Jason, have one for your birthday party. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to repeat it, but we have all the ears and all the jewels and everything. So
Right. It's like you can't let all of those costumes go to waste.
yeah. So it's a Lord of the Rings party for everyone now from now on.
See, I'll have my chance to show up as a wizard.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're making.
Although if I go to, like, the last time I was in Japan, there was like I'd be on the subway and there would be people saying Saruman, they're thinking I was like the evil wizard.
Yeah, that's not good.
I was like, no. It's like
Gandalf. Yeah, right.
Well, wizards get a bad rap anyway over there, because they're kind of seen as like evildoers, just like the term wizard and all that. Like dragons, right? The Eastern dragons are very wise and healing, and they have like a really great reputation over there. Whereas in Europe, they're seen as more of the destroyers, and all. You have Saint George fighting the dragon.
I've ever known. Well, maybe that, but I've gone to so many seminars and over in Europe, so many mind, body, spirit festivals. We worked for a year.
Right, but that's more the new age crowd. I'm talking about through.
I've been in the real wizards, actually.
Right.
The real people who actually, they're out there doing their thing.
Right. If you look at the folklore and stuff like that, dragons are like seen as more dangerous. Whereas again, in the Eastern, it's like it's more, it's like a vital type of energy. It's like used in medicine, Chinese medicine, really quite a powerful symbol. And I'm not just saying that because I am a dragon, but in Eastern astrology, but
yeah, you're a dragon.
But maybe Maybe I'm saying that
I
because it's like, sounds good.
know so many dragons. I have 2 children who are dragons.
Who's this? I know Cheyenne's one.
Lily. They're 12 years apart. Lily and Cheyenne.
I guess so.
Both of them.
I guess so. All right. Well, so
Little dragon babies. Yeah. And then I have a tiger. He's a tiger. Hunter is a tiger.
he is a tiger. I mean, he's totally a tiger.
And Everest is a goat. He's a baby.
And what are you?
I'm not saying.
Fair? That is not fair.
Yeah. Right.
So any you know, plans like I have, like, one of my favorite times of year is that time in between Christmas and New Year's. Because it just feels like this place, this in between place, anything can happen kind of thing. I think, you know, it's like we plan to do some traveling
You do?
between there.
You in between Christmas and New Year's, you guys are taking off?
Yeah, like you know, it's not like a flying to Europe or anything. It's just like little stuff.
Not going to Japan.
No.
What are you guys doing?
It's like packing up the car, grabbing Ananda and going somewhere. It's like, you know, sometimes we don't have to know like all the
Oh,
details
where are you
of it.
going? Oh, you guys are just gonna head out, huh?
Yeah, it might be just like, where do you want to go? Well, let's go north, or let's go east,
You know, there's some really
south.
great, I've been like looking at you know, there's best kept secrets of places, and there's on Instagram, there's some great places to see that in California.
Yeah, it's like
You guys
sometimes
always do that anyway. You guys are really, really, you know, have done a lot of that.
yeah, it's like there's some, you know, usually we'll set like one destination and just kind of like circle out, you know, from that, and just kind of see what's surrounding it, what's you know, in the periphery, you know, because like one year we went to um Anza Borrego, I think, which is a park, a preserve, you know, that's kind of in the eastern part of LA, southeast, and then we kind of by accident overshot it and ended up at the Salton Sea,
Right.
and that was disappointing at the same time.
Right. Well, I
You
mean,
know.
I'm thinking upcoming for me, but it might be snowed in is Mono Lake. But then another place that I really want to visit someday is Bristol Cone Forest, which are the oldest trees on earth. And then I want to, and I always love Yosemite, different parts of Yosemite, but I like desert hot springs, and they used to offer, I don't know if they still do, a watsu, which is having a massage in the water.
In the hot water, in the hot springs.
Yeah, and they put in plugs. They put in plugs in your ears, but they'd never get your face even wet. And it's this whole massage thing. It's like being in the womb or something. And then they have this incredible music playing, and you can hear it through the pool. And it is fantastic. One of the most fantastic things I've ever done is head watsu.
It's called Watsu.
Yeah. Yeah. You can remember because it's like, what? Sue?
Right.
Yeah, and it's just really incredible.
It sounds like really relaxing,
Oh, it
like
was
otherworldly.
it's otherworldly. It's so incredible to experience.
You have like an otherworldly, any regressions or anything while you're, is it?
No, I've had so many clients and uh so many private parties that no, I haven't you
No,
know.
no, no. While you're being
Oh,
massaged there in the hot springs, you like go into some kind of state that,
oh, a
you know,
state.
of
Oh,
recall.
I thought, yeah, you were talking about relaxing, Jason. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I haven't. No, I didn't uh do that. No, you kind of just go into a whole different state. Like it's blissful. It's just blissful.
Okay,
It's more of a hypnotic state.
that works.
Yeah,
Blissful works.
yeah. I can't remember exactly what I was thinking about, but maybe tried to think of a lot of nothing, like more concentrating on the sound of the universe or the sound of the earth
Right,
and
right.
being in resonance with the whole state of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a letting go of all the clutter,
Mhm. Mhm.
being one with the universe.
Yeah, yeah. To whereas, I mean, love everything that happens in my daily life, but there are those days where it's good to have a therapy like that where you just completely turn off.
Agreed. Agreed. So as we wrap up here,
Yeah.
as we close for, this time,
Um,
and right a couple days before Christmas, a couple days after the Yule
mhm.
celebration, the solstice. Um, so do you have any events or any seminars? You've got a Sedona in March or something that you're looking at or anything?
I will. I'll be having a seminar March or April in Sedona and at the ranch. I rent a whole ranch, and then I'm thinking of doing a one too in Malibu, more of an unstress in late January, maybe or February. So I may be doing that one,
Mhm.
and I just haven't put them together quite yet, but they're pretty easy just to throw together. So if anybody wants to go to any of those, and then I have a beautiful manor house to use in North Carolina. And then I have another incredible hotel that somebody just offered me that is now it's a Buddhist monastery and it's being sold and to one of my friends. And I had done him a very good turn once a, a, a few years ago, about 10 years ago. Let him stay when he was like really having down on his luck and let him stay at my house for a few days and or a few weeks or months. And I don't remember quite. It was one of Willie's friends.
It was a few days,
It was
few
one of
weeks,
Willie's
few
friends. I
months.
don't remember. Anyway,
He was
so
there for 20 years.
now, I mean, he just is like wants to open the world for me. Hey, I bought this hotel, and what seminars do you want to do? Just
Right.
come. Yeah, yeah. So I have that, and
Where is that?
it's a mansion. It's just gorgeous. That's in North Carolina too. So yeah, so there's a lot of really incredible places upcoming. Yeah,
Excellent.
so I have the South and I have the West and the North, whatever we want to do. All my New Zealand people are like, when you coming back? Yeah, and then Europe, calls my name too. So,
Well, it's good that you'll be home for this holiday anyway, because
yeah,
you'll be back out on the road, it sounds like,
yeah.
coming up. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I've got a event at Healing Oak Crystals coming up in the middle of January, but I'll post it on my Facebook.
Okay.
you
That's
know?
nice. They're so sweet there. I love that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm going to be teaching live tarot classes there, um, you know, at least once a month or so. And it's good to you know, experience tarot live as well. You know,
Mhm.
I do a lot of classes online, but the live events are special as well. And so, you know, it's good to um, you know, experience it in that setting, you know, as a
Yeah.
student of it.
Yeah,
Um,
it is nice to see you in person. Jason does all these incredible questions when he's doing tarot, so it's really fun. Yeah, Jason.
we like
And
to
yeah, Christmas cheer too for everybody. But yeah, what were you saying, Jason?
just say, you know, I mean, it's good to like stretch one's knowledge, you know, especially of you know, when you're learning like a psychic science and all, when you're expressing, you know, your own spirituality, you know, is to live it, to embody it, to, you know, have it in as many um you know, expressions as you can, so that you're so that you know it, you know, so that you really are experiencing it on a deeper level. So um but thank you, Tara, thank you so much. And where can people find you?
At tarainsight.com, TARAINSIGHT.com. How about you, Jason? Where can they find you?
JasonDMcKean.com, and Instagram it's Jason Tarot Wizard. Facebook Jason D McKean, JasonDMcKean.
Okay. Lots of love, everybody. Now, everybody, step into your greatness, step into your beauty, step into your best self, knowing that, not every day is going to be your expectations of Christmas or of other people, but you have your expectations of you and you are the best. So allow yourself to be. Okay. Lots of love, everybody. Lots of love.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Tara. Lots of love to you. Merry
Okay.
Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays and
Holiday.
everything. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.